Hi, I'm Po the Panda.
And I'm Leo the Lion.
Together
we are
Polio. Wait, why are we here again?
We're here to explain what IPV and OPVs are.
Oh yeah, right. I got this. So what is polio? Polio, also known as paralytic poliomyelitis, is a contagious viral illness that attacks the central nervous system and is best known for paralyzing its hosts. The virus enters a host cell, hijacking it, and uses the host to make more copies of itself. There are 3 strains of the poliovirus, and they can be further categorized into 2 types. The first type is called non-paralytic polio, which causes flu-like symptoms. The second type is called paralytic polio, which, if you hadn't guessed, can result in paralysis of limbs. Patients also report feeling muscle weakness and the same flu-like symptoms as non-paralytic polio. The most common methods of transmission of polio are by direct contact, food or water, and in the feces of the infected. Some people might not show the symptoms of polio, but can still pass the virus to other people. Like any virus, once infected with polio, they become immune to that specific strain for life.
My man Jonas Salk was an American physician and medical researcher who played a key role in creating the first polio vaccine. Prior to his polio research, he had developed an influenza vaccine using strains of killed virus. This type of vaccine is also known as an inactivated vaccine, where the pathogen is inactivated by chemicals like formaldehyde or formalin. These sad, dead viruses lose their ability to replicate, which is crucial for their survival, but they're still kept intact so that your immune system can recognize them and proceed to make antibodies. So when these unharmful, inactive viruses are injected into your body makes antibodies to the dead virus, and you can fight off the virus next time you're infected. Salk wanted to apply this idea to develop the inactivated polio vaccine, or shortened for IPV. In 1954, Salk conducted a nationwide study enrolling more than 1 million children, and in 1955, his team announced that the vaccine was both safe and efficacious. Just after 2 years of vaccine production and implementation, the number of cases decreased significantly from 29,000 to less than 6,000.
The surge of polio cases in 1952 confirmed the need for an effective vaccine. Around the world, researchers were developing new treatments. Many believe that inactivated vaccines, like Salk's, wouldn't yield the same strong, long-lasting immunity of natural infection. This is why American medical researcher Albert Bruce Sabin developed another polio vaccine with the help of Russian microbiologists. In order to solve the issue of long-term immunity, Sabin came up with the idea of using sugar cubes to administer a weakened polio virus, also called a live attenuated vaccine. This way, patients would have a durable immunity being exposed to a live version of the virus. Quelling the fear of the public that the vaccine would not be effective, these attenuated viruses usually don't cause any symptoms. Later on, when the vaccine was certified for medical use, it was given the name OPV, or Oral Polio Vaccine.
But do you really want to eat viruses? Man, I wonder what they taste like.
Hey, at least it's better than putting a needle into your arm just because a doctor told you so.
Well, think about it. The OPV puts recipients at a possible risk of getting vaccine-associated paralysis, since the virus is still alive and can mutate to become dangerous again. Whereas IPV has no chance of infecting your body cells and harming you. According to a 2017 report, the number of children paralyzed by the mutant strains from OPV was greater than the number of children paralyzed by the virus itself. This makes IPV safer for everyone, especially for people who are immunosuppressed or immunocompromised.
Good point. But OPV is a more effective vaccine, which is why it is used in areas where polio is endemic. You see, both vaccines stimulate the production of circulating antibodies that prevent polio from infecting the nervous system and causing paralysis. But OPV also stimulates the production of mucosal antibodies, which prevent gastrointestinal infection and drastically reduce transmission of wild poliovirus within a community. However, people who have had the IPV vaccine can still be infected with wild polio. And even though they have mild symptoms and don't develop paralysis, they can still spread the virus to others.
Alright, but when it comes to distributing the vaccines, IPV is at an advantage since it is easier to store and deliver. Did you know that OPV only has 1 year of shelf life and it has to be delivered in dry ice within 3 days? Oh, the effort that goes into keeping it frozen.
So what? Who cares if it's easier to store if it's too expensive? In today's money, 1 dose of IPV will cost you $2 to $4 compared to a 10-cent dose of OPV.
My mom always told me that higher price means better quality.
Ha, funny. I must be getting more bang for my buck because OPV lasts longer in your body than IPV. The coolest thing about OPV is the fact that it can contribute to a factor called contact immunity, which is the concept that those who are unvaccinated are indirectly protected due to the ability of the live vaccine strain to transmit between people.
Oh, whatever, both the IPV and OPV helped eliminate polio from many countries. When Salk first developed the vaccine against polio, the US primarily used IPV. Then Sabin's more effective OPV came into play, and it was an essential piece in the puzzle of polio eradication. The World Health Organization and the Global Polio Eradication Campaign have been working hard to eradicate polio.
You know, from 1988 to 2018, we've seen a decline of more than 99% of polio cases, nearly eradicating polio from the whole world.
Today, while polio is only circulating in two countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. We couldn't have eradicated polio in most countries without the OPV, but the vaccine has caused other problems. OPV vaccine-derived polio is present in around 22 countries. Hopefully, we can use IPV to get those outbreaks under control. In the beginning, people were hopeless about poliovirus, but look where we stand now!
I think this gives us hope that we'll make it through coronavirus as well.
Wow, maybe we're on to something.